everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Core Studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got a fun one for you with my picks for the top 10 cards for Witherbloom, the Balancer. Such a fun commander, such fun cards. Let's jump into them after I remind you that there's a handy-dandy card list link in the description below. First up, really quick, let's talk about the commander itself. Witherbloom, the Balancer, a 5/5 Elder Dragon for 8 mana in Golgari, but you're never going to pay that because it's got affinity for creatures. It's got Flying Death Touch, and it says instants and sorceries you cast are going to have affinity for creatures, meaning that, well, this is going to cost basically nothing when we cast it, and our instant sorceries will cost basically nothing when we cast them, because this is going to reduce their cost basically down to just, well, the pips, because we're going to get a lot of creatures out in play, and with that, all of our spells are going to cost essentially nothing. Now, what cards work with this one? First up, let's talk about a fantastic one with Pest Infestation. A source for XX and a green. Destroy 2 X target artifacts and or enchantments. Create twice X 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens with, when it dies, you gained 1 life. This is an amazing card for this deck. Not only is it amazing removal, basically one-sided board wipe, get rid of all of your opponent's enchantments and artifacts, but also it makes us an incredible amount of pest, filling the battlefield with even more creatures that when they die we gain some life. That's lovely, but more importantly, they help reduce the cost of our spells even further. So basically, again, this is one-sided board wipe that also, again, plays into our plan, makes us an army. What's not to love about a card like this that is just 46 cents? Moving on, a card that is essentially free in this deck. Well, maybe actually even more so than free. A card that literally gains us mana on the turn and just helps us do insane things. Animus Awakening, a source for X and a green. It says, with the top X cards of your library, put all land cards from them on the battlefield, tap the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. And it's got Spell Mastery, because if there are 2 or more instant sorcery cards in our graveyard, well, we untap those lands. This is a crazy good card. Again, we literally just care about, all right, hey, dump a bunch of mana into something, or just like free mana with this commander, because this has affinity for creatures, and then just spend a single green mana, just 1 green mana going, oh yeah, okay, top, I don't know, 20 cards in my library, whatever it is, essentially. Get all those lands off the top, again, based off all the creatures I have, throw them on the battlefield, and of course, again, we've got plenty of instant sorceries in this deck, so we're going to hit that Spell Mastery, untapping all those lands we just threw into play. So again, get like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many lands essentially it is in play, untap them and just keep that turn going. Army of the Damned is such a fun card in this deck, and one that can literally just, it's a game ender on its own, it really is. Sorcerer for 5 mana and black, so that's 8 mana in total, but again, basically it's just going to cost 3 mana for us. Create 13 tap 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, and it's got flashback for 7 black, so basically, for 6 black mana, we are getting 26 2/2s. That is, well, an insane amount of power. That is 52 power from 1 spell for, again, just literally 6 mana for us once we were set up properly, of course. And of course, with this, once we cast it all, we reduce the cost of all of our sorceries by another 26 mana. Just think of all those X spells that we have. Yeah, things can get out of control in absolutely no time with this deck. And again, this is a card that can literally just win us the game on its own sometimes, even without our commander when we need it to. Such a fun card, such a budget-friendly card. Again, just 74 cents. Pick it up. Next up, another one-sided board wipe in a way with Azorius Predation. Sorcerer for 8 mana in total, but again, with this commander, we're basically going to pay 3 mana. For each creature your opponents control, create a 4/4 green Phyrexian Beast creature token. Each one of those tokens fights a different one of those creatures. Basically, this is a card that checks all the boxes for us. Again, it is a one-sided board wipe in a way. It's going to take out all of our opponents' medium to small creatures, basically, and we get to keep all the ones that survive. So again, we take out a bunch of creatures, we make a bunch of creatures, and all of a sudden, well, we've got an army that reduces the cost of our spells even further. And again, an army of 4/4. So this is a great card that can really help us flood the battlefield with creatures, take out creatures, and of course, reduce our spells even further. Shamanic Revelation is, well, a revelation in card draw when it comes to green. Sorcerer 5 mana in green, but again, with this commander, we're basically just paying green to draw a card for each creature we control. That is insane, especially again for a commander like this that can go so insanely wide, so insanely quickly. yeah, this can be a game-ending spell on its own, just going, okay, yeah, draw basically every single card in my deck. Well, maybe not all of them, but most of them. And all of a sudden be able to go, oh yeah, I'll display this, then this, then this, and I win. Oh, by the way, also you can gain 4 life for each creature control of power 4 or greater. Again, a lot of our creatures might be low to the ground token creatures. Of course, we've got ways to pump them, though. We've got Anthem effects we can utilize. We can gain a ton of life if we want to. Again, the point of this card, though, is literally draw a crazy amount of cards for just 2 mana. What's not to love about this card that is literally less than 70 cents? Go pick it up. A card that is super slept on for this commander, though, is Rude Awakening. An insanely good card for just 75 cents. Source for 5 mana in green. But again, for this commander, you're paying a single green mana. Choose one, untap all lands you control, or until after land you control become 2/2 creatures that are soul land. You can entwine it for 3 mana. So I guess technically, this could be 2 mana if you're choosing both, which can come in handy. Again, turning your lands into creatures can be risky, but also can be a game-ending play, and also a way to reduce the cost of our spells further. That being said, untapping our lands for a single mana is crazy good. Again, the thing that happens with this deck is we're going to get a lot of free mana, again, for generic mana cost or X mana cost. That is all basically free because of our cost reduction for affinity. We have to pay the pips, though. But with this, it says, oh yeah, let's untap our lands to help pay those pips again and again and again. It is such a solid card, such a good card, and such a underrated card for this commander. Again, have those crazy turns where you're doing insane things. Utilize ways to, well, regrowth, get this back and do it again. Yeah, you can kind of create like a mini storm effect with this kind of a card. It's such a good card for this commander. Check it out, pick it up right now. And, of course, a finisher like Exsanguinate is insane. With Witherbloom, a source for X green. Each spell loses X life, you gain life, you life lost this way. Just 34 cents. This one used to be a lot more expensive than this, but it's been reprinted now, so finally a lot cheaper. This is one, again, where you literally are going like, oh yeah, do I have enough creatures in play compared to your life totals? Okay, I just win. If you have more creatures in play than your opponent's life totals, you literally just win with this card. You just go, okay, yeah, hey, I've got 40 creatures in play, whatever, that's easy with this kind of a commander. Cool, good for me. Pay black, and you lose. Cool, done, good for you. Even if you don't win with this card, it is going to pad your life total to oblivion. Just going like, oh yeah, okay, drain you all for 20. Okay, that's 60 life to me. Thank you. I'm at 100. Good for me. All right, I can do a lot of things now very safely because I'm such a high life total. But yeah, an amazing finisher, an amazing way to pad your life total if you don't win the game outright with it. Such a solid card for such a great budget price. Damnable Pact is such a good card. A sorcerer for X black. Target player draws X cards and loses X life. This is one where you literally can do it either way. You can turn this on yourself, of course. Again, you can go, you know what, I'm just trying to have my turn where I go off, go crazy, get, Rude Awakening, get some ways to, recur it and play it again and again and again, but get some other ways to play even more spells in the same turn. All right, I'm just going to draw, I don't know, like 30 cards in a turn and go get a ton of cards off the top of my library and just go crazy. Or, of course, I can turn this on an opponent and say, oh, yeah, you're at 40 life. I don't care. I've got 40 creatures in play. You're gone. Sure, you draw 40 cards, but you lose 40 life, and you're out of the game. It is a crazy good card, again, that can either be a way to just keep your game plan going, essentially, at a small cost. Sure, I mean, small life. Whatever, you got ways to gain the life back, right? Exsanguinate those kinds of cards. That being said, again, of course, a great finisher for you as well. A flexible card that is incredible in so many situations. Check it out, pick it up, utilize this card. Second Harvest is an insanely good instant in this deck. $1.29 is a steal for this right now. 4 mana in green, but you're only going to pay green for it. For each token you control, create a token's copy of that permanent. This is so crazy good. Again, not only is it just like, hey, all right, double up my army, but again, it's double up my cost reduction. Again, you get all those creatures tokens in play, and you're like, yeah, 2 mana, now I double that up, getting an insane amount of value out of nowhere. Again, this can literally set yourself up to win on the next turn. It's like, oh yeah, right before my turn, player's like, okay, I pass, and you're like, okay, no big deal, don't worry about it. Second Harvest for 2 mana, double up my army, all my spells cost absolutely even more nothing, basically, right? And of course, I doubled up my army, and now they're ready to swing. Yeah, such a steal for just $1.29. That is so flexible, so amazing, and so good in so many scenarios with this commander. And of course, very simple, very effective in Garrick's Wake. I mean, this card is worth it for 9 mana for the vast majority of decks that run it. Again, it's like, yeah, it's a 9 mana card. It's worth it. It does amazing things. Destroy all creatures you don't control, and all planeswalkers you don't control. It is a one-sided board wipe. It says, you know what? Your things are gone, my things stay. This one, again, unlike the other board wipes that we've talked about, this one also doesn't, like, add you a bunch of creature tokens or whatever. It's just super effective at saying, hey, your armies are gone. Okay, goodbye. All your threats are gone, again, for just 2 mana for me. Just 2 mana, and all of that work that you put into things are gone. They're all gone. My creatures are staying put. My creatures can now swing through effectively and take you out. It is such a good card. Again, $1.33 is a steal for this one right now. Such a good card for this commander. And with that, this episode is come to a close. Make sure you comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.